Good morning and welcome to this edition of Market Fatafat. I'm Avan Dabash. It's a market that's holding on to the 11,000 level, although the broader end of the market is looking a tad tempered. It's in consolidation mode, but nonetheless, there are a whole host of stocks that are buzzing away in trade, that are making smart technical trends. Which are the stocks to keep on your radar? We find out just that. So let's bring on board then Kunal Bothra as well as Swati Hotkar, who join in on the show. Great to have you on board. Let's start the countdown then with the first stock that is in news. Without a doubt, that is Wipro. In fact, just this morning we saw that block deal take place. 2.67 crore shares traded in a block, and that was just at the open. In fact, reports do indicate that Azim Premji Trust is looking to sell their shares. That is about 26.6 million shares, and that is at a price point of around 255 to 260 rupees a share. They're looking to sell that 0.4% stake for close to 500 crore rupees. And that's exactly the buzzy that took place. Volumes were very hectic. The stock is just about settled at the 257 mark. Moving away from that, then let's talk about some other stocks that are in focus. NTPC, in fact, is having a fairly decent run, knocking at the doors of 150. Swati, more legs to the up move?
Yes, Aman, as of now, the weekly chart indicates that RSI is showing a positive divergence. So overall view is positive, but definitely 150, 151 is acting as a very strong resistance level from where we might see some profit booking. So I believe at the current level, risk reward is not in our favor. If any dips coming towards to 145, definitely one can take a buy call for an immediate target of a 155, and one can place a stop loss of a 140.
All right, keep an eye out on NTPC. It's definitely a thumbs up from Swati. Meantime, then, what's going on with the IT pack? Infosys, as we speak, in tandem with the rest of the IT sector, is looking a tad sluggish. Where do you see the stock trending, Kunal?
When we flagged off the stock yesterday in the same segment, Market Fatafat show, and we indicated that the stock is forming a bearish head and shoulder pattern on the daily charts. Now the stock has confirmed a breach of this pattern neckline, and I think that's the reason why you're seeing the stock struggling today, even though the other large cap pair, which is TCS, is holding on pretty okay for itself today. But I believe Infosys could see some bit of more correction. The pattern height is almost a 45 rupee height, so that should take the stock somewhere closer to 685 over the next couple of weeks.
All right, that's the take coming in on Infosys. Still more correction inside. 716 is where it's currently at. To another large cap name, and Tata Motors comes to mind when you talk about autos. The stock is sluggish in trade today. And in fact, the auto major has said that the struggling British armed Jaguar Land Rover has posted a 4% decline in their global sales to 38,288 units. The China retail sales as well are disappointing, down 47% on a year-on-year basis. Europe sales, though, have been just about flat, increasing by about 1%. While the overall rejig of the Tata Group companies is definitely on top of mind, JLR has definitely been a big speed bump for the company. Tata Motors has been struggling. We have seen some recovery, but even in today's trading session, can't ignore the retail sales numbers. Another Tata Group stock then, and this one has been definitely quite tempered. 582. Swati, what's your sense?
Yeah, Tata came, as of now we have seen a very sell-off in this particular counter from 680, 670 all levels to 550 almost. Now the overall view is cautious at the current level. Definitely we have seen some pullback rally from 650 to 590, 580 all levels. But I believe on every rise we might see some selling pressures on this particular counter. So at the current level, I will suggest the pullback rally is likely to be continued and only up to 595 to 600, whereas the support is placed at 575. So at the current level, those who are having any long position in this particular stock, they can hold on with a stop loss of 575 for immediate target of a 595 and 600 rupees.
All right, keep an eye out. That's the latest coming in on Tata Chemicals. Just about quiet in trade today. Meantime, quite the contrary for Shrey Infra, which is having quite a field day. In fact, it's picked up quite a bit of momentum. Kunal, what exactly is the volume chart looking like, and do you believe that the move is intact for now?
So it seems like, Avan, in fact, I was just looking at the longer term charts for Shrey Infra. What transpired, I think, from September, October 2018, the stock corrected, it was at the same levels of 32, and then the stock corrected to levels of almost 20. It was a very sharp correction. But when you see a reversal of sorts, where the stock in just last 3-4 months has managed to recuperate the entire loss, the indicators have given a breakout in the weekly and the monthly charts, and I think that's a sign enough that the stock is ready for a big turnaround from current levels. I believe a positional trader should look at Shree Infra at current levels. 39 to 40 could be an immediate target over the next couple of weeks and months.
All right, that's important to note. Very crucial levels to watch out for on Shree Infra. Meantime, it's Motherson Sumi as well, and it's a mixed view, on the street as to whether or not to bet on this counter. But let's understand what exactly the chart pattern has been. Swati, walk us through the move that we've seen in the last 1 month or so on Motherson, and more importantly, what the chart price is exactly indicating. Is it a good time to buy now, or would you be booking profits?
No, the chart is not suggesting any goodbye or not giving any sign of reversals from the lower levels. From the 2018 itself, the stock is trading below its all-time important moving averages. As of now, it is just trading below its 50 days moving average, but facing a strong resistance of 100 DMA, which indicates a very cautious view at the current levels. 160 is the immediate support level. I believe on any breakdown below 160, definitely the stock can see a selling pressure towards 150 to 148 levels. So one can go for a short only below 160 levels with the immediate stop loss of a 166 for a target of a 150 to 148 levels.
Right, that's what the signs are reflecting. That's the take coming in on Motherson Sumi. Swati, Kunal, hold on. We'll take a quick break. Do come right back. Lots more on Market Fatafat. Back with Market Fatafat, let's talk about the next stock, and that is Reliance Capital. Swati, what exactly is your indication today?
Avan, as of now, Reliance Capital is just hovering near its 50 days moving average, which comes to at around 190 odd levels. Today, it's just trading above that level, but we need to see whether it's closing above the same levels or not, because we have seen that this particular counter always touches the 50 days moving average, and again we see the selling pressures. So it is at the currently trading at a make or break level. If it manages to give a closing above the 50 DMA, then definitely this rally is likely to be carried forward towards 210. So those who are having any long position in this particular counter, they can hold on with a trailing stop loss of a 190 rupees on a downside.
All right, watch out for that. Meantime, Bajaj Auto then, and Kunal, you're very bullish?
Yes, Avan. So I maintain that bullish stance, and the kind of breakout the stock is showing, I think just about indicates that it's getting ripe for a monthly as well as a weekly pattern breakout. So the breakouts which I'm talking of Bajaj Auto is not just 40-50 rupee odd, but it's more of a 200 to 400 kind of a rupee breakout for Bajaj Auto, which I believe is very prominent, especially given the market condition, and I believe from current levels as well, the stock looks very attractive. So raising my targets higher on Bajaj Auto to more than 3100 in the near term.
All right, very bullish stance coming in there on Bajaj Auto. Looks like the road ahead, at least when it comes to the technicals, is smooth. Meantime, Lakshmi Vilas Bank is going to consider in their board meeting and approve raising funds by way of issue of equity shares. And remember, sources are talking about how Indiabulls Housing is leading the race to buy a minority stake, and KPMG and JP Morgan are the bankers to the same. As of now, Lakshmi Vilas Bank says that they are evaluating their fundraising exercises and they cannot comment on the same. But the stock is in focus at 71.4. But that's about all the time we have. Swati as well as Kunal, thanks much for taking time out and joining in on the show. Markets at noon coming up next.